What the hell? You said hard? Remember your cousin in China?
Who, Timmy?
He got 15 years work experience. He's 9.
How's that even possible?
Because he does 5 jobs at the same time. Master's degree, interns for Google. Where's your master?
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my show. This is Hire a Bunch of Fire Punches, and my name is Ra, and I'm a personal consultant for job application, job interview, and any job questions. And I need to say thank you to Stephen Hutt for the incredible performance in regards of international parents, international students, and international immigrants. So as you probably know, back from my first episode, video cards right there, my first ever episode, I was talking about I am being international myself. I do have a lot of experience, like living in America, living abroad, study abroad, and so far, working abroad in the US, away from my home country. But yeah, those are my treasure experience, and those are my resources so that I can stand in here to help you guys. And that is why today I'm going to show you my top 3 tips of looking for jobs or landing your jobs in the US or maybe any other Western country. So-called Western country as an international. But first of all, I still want to talk to you about this channel updates. Always channel updates. So this is my channel page, Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches, if you don't know. And if you're watching my videos on anywhere else rather than YouTube, okay, feel free, please go to my YouTube channel and looking for my channel. This is my channel page, and I do have a link page right there, Linktree page. I have, okay, please, if you like my video, please support donates just for a cup of coffee, and I'll thank you for all the time, because I can't beat 1,000 subscribers by today without your guys' support. Okay, I understand that, and that's my motivation. And then I have a top resume link page to, if you subscribe my channel and link to top resume, you're going to have some very good people that I can help you check your resume. I can do it myself. Yeah, you can shoot me a message or email and I can do it by myself. But a top resume got more pros that can help you for the result that you want, that you're looking for. And also some great links to some great product for DNA code for your freedom of finance, as well as your daily manifestations tips for a successful and healthy life. But more importantly, I got all my socials right there: TikTok, Twitter, IG, and of course YouTube. And I also have my BitChoice. If you don't really like YouTube, go to my BitChoice, basically my daily updates. And yeah, that's pretty much about the channel updates. So back to topics for today. As international students in the past, and of course I have been through all the job application, job interview, and job application, job research, and job interview process as international. I do have a extensive amount of experience, but for today's episode, first of all, I'll share with you my top 3 tips as being international and how to research, apply, and land a job in the US. Well, long for sure. Here's a very interesting question. All the my international friends asking me who already got jobs, many years experience in the US job market. What comes first, as being international looking for jobs. It's like a hen or eggs first question. Are you going to start a job research, or are you going to start company research? So it's either what or where question. To me, I think the top priority for you guys, the top tips, is to look for where rather than what you're gonna do. Yeah, it is a hen and egg question, but this is what happens. So there's this thing called H-1B visa for all the internationals. Whoever it is, unless you have immigrant status, which called a permanent residence, green card, or you are a U.S. citizen born in the United States but grown up in overseas country. Okay, those are exceptions. But for any internationals, you have to have, I would say 90%, maybe most of you, have to go through this process, which is the H-1B process or H-1B visa status process, procedures, whatever. By definition, per United Immigration, USCIS, United States Immigration and Customs Service, this means that for any specialty occupations, aka job, per degree requirement or requested, and DoD, I think is Defensive Department Defense Cooperative Research and Development, so basically research stuff. And fashion model, I don't know that until like recently I did research. These three type of occupations or jobs, who are job applicants or job workers or employees, potentially, you will have to apply this visa, H-1B. So anyway, so USCIS lists all the criterias, requirement, and H-1B. So this is the thing you have to have if you plan stay longer in the U.S. after you graduation as an international student, or you are a foreigners working in the U.S. company in the foreign branch, but wanted to relocate to work in the United States territory. Or, as a definition, you're a research overseas, you want to come to U.S. to do research by your U.S. sponsor or U.S. labs, or a fashion model. Examples will be on Instagram. You can DM somebody who's an international fashion model and see what they say. So that's what happened, and because of this special criteria to work in the U.S., there has been many question issues for international. So for me, my personal experience, if you start looking for jobs, this is what you need to prioritize. So basically that will define where and which company you want to work for. Why? Because in order to get that H-1B, you have to have a sponsor. It can be either your company, most likely, or the agent, if you fashion model, I guess, or the research institute that sponsor you to come here to the US and to finish your research. So those are the places you need to look for first. Basically, you're looking for institute or organization that can sponsor your job and criteria or eligibility to apply for H-1B, so that you can stay longer in the U.S. as professionals or researchers or as a model. I got some resource that they basically ranks out top 10, top 20 companies that hiring people who's got sponsored by them for H-1Bs. So this is a webpage from Prodigy. It's very reliable because this is from 2021. It's in the middle of a pandemic, when is actually a very tough time for international to get a job, because all the lockdown policy and all that international flight crisis and supply chain crisis, whatever. You couldn't really get even an interview online, right? But here is the top 10 US company that are hiring internationals. Of course, Amazon, Infosys, Tata, and you can see that Microsoft, Google, all the big tech, IBM, who's laying off people, and you know what's happening. Check out my previous video about big tech layoff. Hey, don't miss this opportunity to get to inside of it. And also you got Wipro, Tech, Mahindra. I haven't seen those companies, but Accenture is very famous one. Intel, of course, Apple, and I would say Samsung, of course. And my industry. Check out my first episode ever, where I review my industry. So the trending is this. So the bigger company is, the more employees that are looking for, and the higher probability they hire international. So that's the thing. And also, of course, the more capacity they can do legal stuff to hire international, to sponsor the international's visa, right? That's the thing. And in the meantime, from my own personal experience, you are also looking for a company that is American company. Oh, America. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, basically the corporate USA or an America corporate. That's what you're looking for, because those company, you know, they are started from the US. They looking, of course, their major battlefield or industry market is in the US. And that makes sense that they hire more people in the US rather than they hire international from overseas. They highly likely will hire international who stays in the US. It could be opportunity that they send out some people overseas because they're international backgrounds. But for US-based bigger conglomerates, there are more opportunity for you to look for jobs. Okay, so that's the first tips. We spent a lot of time because that's very important. That's why I spent more time. But up to second tips, you already know the answer, which is because I said you have set up a goal for where, which is the company who hires international, right? Now what you need to do is you organize your list of the company and you do research. Just like my previous episode, research. What you need to find out is the position that is close to what you study in, because of the H-1B criteria. One of them is specialty occupation or occupation specialty, which means you have to have work in a position that requires your education, aka degrees. So do that research first, and then location. Are you willing to relocate it? Check out my episode for that question. Always my previous episode, because I've been talking too much. And then, of course, you need to narrow down the position or the people hiring manager who's hiring this position, right? Then you can start your further down research about what this hiring manager they're looking for, so you can have a better idea about how and what you can deliver to this team, to this hiring company, in order to succeed our interview. This is all our very typical strategy. If you have been watching my video so far, you would notice about this strategy. So second tip, research, and don't forget, check out my previous video over there. Yeah, research company and relocation question. Of course, all my playlist for interview questions, all that. Now, the third tips is also very important, but I'm not gonna spend too much on it because I know everybody knows. It's networking. For me, I have been networking so crazy. It doesn't mean that you are special because you're international, and also it doesn't mean you're international. You don't have to, you don't know what to network. And also it doesn't mean your international networking doesn't work for you. Why? Okay, I have this very interesting website, and actually they got very thorough statistics talking about networking and how that is important to you, overall, generally. That is because, according to this research, and this is very reliable data because this has come from 2023, this year, January the 17th, and it's from Apollo Technical. They're doing some talent recruitment, no sponsorship though. So by some of the research they have done, 80% of professionals find networking essential to their career success. And plus, I think there's a number. I think it was 70% jobs are never published publicly. So according to Hotspot, 85% jobs are filled through network. And this is general data for people who's working in the United States, regardless of international or not international. So as non-international, the 85% of job offered through network is already working out. Then how narrow the possibility for internationals for this actions and for this result. So by that, you as an international, you have to network more. You see my point? Because as being a local or citizen or people who's in the United States, they already got this advantage, and in order to compete with them, you have to do more and beyond. So that's my point here, and that's why I'm saying the networking is significant to international who want looking for any jobs. And if you have followed me until this point, you know how to do network, how to find hiring manager, how to do your research for the company, and of course from my previous episode, how to reach out a hiring manager during interview and doing the strategy. You know how to do this trick. So some of you maybe by this point question, okay, so these are very common strategy. Yes, they do have big data supports, but why as an international who's different from other people, why we need to do that? Okay, so here's my knowledge. Because it's supported by big data, which is applied to most people, regardless of our international background, you will have to follow it and do it better, because big data is going to be trending. And if it's a trending things, more people gonna follow it. And if you fall behind, you're not gonna catch it. And even the big data is not for international, it's for general overall. So as international, if you're not doing it, you're gonna fall behind way much. Okay, so that's the logic. But I'm gonna post all the links, helpful data for you guys so you can check out. But hey, follow, check all my previous video and check all the strategies. You should be all right. Okay, so this is the end of today's episode. A little bit longer, but I just want to emphasize the H1B priority importance to all of you internationals, and we'll have another episode. And free giveaway opportunities, make sure you check my Linktree's page, my bio tree, my bio page, and leave comment below, like or dislike this video. Just leave comment below so I know what you're thinking, and I will pick up one or two of you guys and your comments and make a video for that. So again, like or subscribe and share. And this is Fire Bunch, and I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. And peace out.